Hey guys, it's Monday, May 17th, and I have a reservation for Hollywood Studios. This is my first time going back to Hollywood Studios since they opened Galaxy's Edge, so I'm super excited for that. I also managed to get a boarding pass this morning that is going to be for around 10:30, and it's about 8:30 right now, so I got to get going. This is really cool. So cool.
Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpooned that precious cargo. Now get the move on and know that I have complete faith in you. But I am coming along with you just in case.
All right, welcome to the cockpit of the fastest hunky junk in the galaxy.
For your safety, remain seated and supervise younglings.
Back on the stick to fly out, and push forward to fly down. No, Flight engineers, fire the harpoon. Pilot brakes. My friends, that could have been much worse. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Now power up the ship. Well, I have the go axiom. Gunship. Oh, that's breathing. Things are getting too hot. Get out of here. Yes, a distraction. Fire the missiles at the drain. Hurry. You retrieve 2 containers of coaxium. This would greatly help the resistance.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Should you be in flight prep? Lieutenant Beck, one of our top commanders, will lead you.
Affirmative.
Welcome to the cause. May the Force be with us.
Stand clear. Deck doors opening now. Deck 3, you are clear for launch. Carvel personnel, this is your final call to board. Yes.
Rainforest Cruise, hold on to those handrails.
Red 2, Blue 5, report. Red 2, check.
Blue 5 standing by.
Engage repulsors and hold on, recruits. More ships. Launch. There appear to be a number of small craft heading our way. Raise the shields. We got company. First order TIE fighters. Reroute.
Cargo vessel TR-141, identify yourselves and prepare to be boarded.
This is TR-141. We are a civilian vessel. By whose authority are we being detained?
By the authority of the First Order resistance scum.
I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
This ship is now under the command of the First Order. All passengers will disembark and continue down the corridor to your right for your interrogation. Now get out.
This is so cool. This is so neat.
Provide your children.
This is so cool.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Turn right. drone droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you.
You're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners. Hurry!
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run. There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the resistance.
Okay, you're clear.
Lieutenant Beck here.
Back! We're live!
I should hope so. Great job, recruits.
All right, got the blue milk here. First time trying it. It's actually pretty good. All right, so I just left Hollywood Studios there, got on both the Star Wars rides. They were awesome. Now I'm actually about to head on to the Skyliner for the first time. A little nervous about that, but let's go ahead and head on. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about this. Let's go ahead and do this and see how it goes. Whoa. All right. Woo. Okay. Not too bad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
welcome aboard.
I don't like
the
heights.
Disney Skyliner.
Oh, God.
at Disney Hollywood Studios.
this is
We are on our
nerve-wracking.
way.
All right, I'm on the Skyliner, guys. I am so nervous right now. It is nice and breezy up here at least, so that's good, but oh my God, I'm so nervous. I hate heights. I'm literally shaking right now.
In just a few moments, we will be traveling over the headwaters of the Everglades. The water that flows from the protected wetlands around Walt Disney World Resort travels all the way to the Everglades, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico.
All right, well, let me talk to you guys to get my mind off of this thing. So, I got out of Hollywood Studios. I got on both of the Star Wars rides today, which is really my goal today. It was fantastic, a lot of fun. Wow, it is so windy up here right now. Oh man, we're like swaying back and forth. I really don't like this at all.
The yellow 314.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Wow. All right, so a few updates here. One, the wind did seem to calm down just a little bit. The other thing is too, is I am heading back to Hollywood Studios. I'm gonna get my car and try to find like a Lowe's or Home Depot around. Reason being is my small rig on my camera is starting to come loose and it's rattling, and I'm afraid I'm gonna be recording and it's just gonna fall off. And dummy me to not bring a Allen wrench with me for this. So that's something I need to do in the future. Now this is a pretty cool shot because you can actually see way out there Galaxy's Edge, the Tower of Terror over there, got Swan and Dolphin over there, so that's really cool. Probably a little hard to see with the glare, but pretty cool views from up here, I gotta be honest. So to let you guys know, I did upgrade my tickets to a park hopper pass basically for the remaining 3 days. Yeah, so we're about to arrive to the station here at Hollywood Studios. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to Home Depot, Lowe's, get that Allen wrench, tighten this thing down, and then by then it should be right around 2 o'clock, and head on over to Magic Kingdom and hopefully I get on in. Alright guys, so I got the Allen wrenches from Lowe's here, just over at Lowe's. So hopefully I can get into Magic Kingdom. I don't know how the park hopper works again, but I'm just hoping I can walk in there. So let's go ahead and give this a shot, alright? Thank you, have a good one.
If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Take it up, guys.
Take it up, baby. I traveled all around the world and everywhere I went. I've used this word and all would say there goes a clever gent.
Welcome to the world famous General Cruise. My name is Skipper Gary and I will be your skipper for about as far as we get. Now some quick road orientation for you guys. If you guys will look up, we're going to crawl out the top of the boat. If you guys let down, crawl around on the bottom. If you never should ever swim. Don't worry guys, I got some bars of soap in here. I will toss you one of your wash ready, sure. Now that we've got that all taken care of, we're venturing into the Amazon rainforest. Here where it rains 365 days a year. No, I've never been very good at math, but I'm pretty sure that in some years that's like almost every single day. We're now venturing on into the Congo River, so let's just see how far we can go. Over here is the journal book. Yeah, that's a book in the journal. Well, if you guys don't mind, I'm really going to stop by my campsite. Forgot the snake repellent. Oh, hello. The in-laws. Well, at least they finally got my Jeep to turn over. I could not get that thing started all day. Yeah, must have felt tribly. Looks like we're now venturing here into the Nile River, folks. The Nile River is one of the longest rivers here in the world. Yeah, it just goes on for miles. And we're now coming up on a sandstone rock formation. Most people really do take it for granted. I think it's one of our more bolder attractions here at Disney. Yeah, but those are just my sentiments. We're down the belt, home to the rave exotic animals. We have some wildebeest there, some really tall things in the back. Hey, check out that family of lions there protecting that sleeping zebra. I know it just looks dead tired. They rest in peace then. We're now approaching Treasure Falls, named after the famous explorer, Dr. Albert Falls. Yeah, but don't worry about it, folks. We're just going to go over ahead. Looks like we're not out of the woods yet, folks. We're surrounded by trees. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over the backside of water! Looks like we're down the Mekong River. Over here is the ancient Greek goddess, first name Shur, last name Lee. Guess that would make this Shirley's Temple. Ooh, it looks like we've come across an elephant bathing pool. Guys, feel free to get out your cameras and take all the pictures you want. Looks like they all have their trunks on today. Fun fact, most people think it's water coming out of their noses, but it's not. This General Cruise today has been brought to you by Animal Crackers, teaching children everywhere that all animals taste exactly the same. Well, I must say, out of all my cruises today, you folks have definitely been by far the most recent. Well, you guys know what they say around here. Time flies like an arrow and fruit flies like a banana. Yep, so with that all being said and all jokes aside here, get out. I'm sorry, that was so rude of me. Please get out, watch out, watch your step.
Highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle tour of Tomorrowland.
May I have your attention? Please remain seated. This ride has stopped temporarily and will resume motion at any time. Please remain seated for your own safety. Thank you.
So we're going to get you back on TTA? No? Just somebody having trouble getting on or off.
Progress City was the inspiration for Epcot, and many of its forward-thinking ideas have been realized throughout Walt Disney World. At the Tomorrowland Speedway, put the pedal to the metal and speed towards the checkered flag in your very own race car. Young or old, this is your chance to drive in the fast lane without worrying about getting a speeding ticket. Welcome back to Tomorrowland. Be sure to visit Space Mountain while you're here for an adventure that's out of this world. As an honorary space ranger, you'll use your own personal laser cannon to save the entire galaxy. Thank you for joining us on the Tomorrowland People Movie. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Hey guys, so I'm back in my car in Magic Kingdom's parking lot. I think I'm done for the day. It's about 6 o'clock at night. And I got on both the Star Wars rides in the Hollywood Studios. Got to try Blue Milk over there, which is pretty darn cool. But got that done over there. Walked around Hollywood Studio. Saw the different rides. I didn't ride Slinky Dash. Didn't ride Toy Story Mania. I've been on Toy Story Mania a ton in the past. And Slinky Dog Dash I don't think I could fit in with my size. And maybe on a less crowded day when it's not a 75-minute wait, I might try it sometime. But 75-minute wait just to see if I fit, not worth it in my opinion. So when I first got to the parks, I actually wore my mask all the time pretty much. But as the day went on, it got really hot. And after I left the Star Wars Land area, the Galaxy's Edge area, I actually ended up taking my mask off for the most part in Hollywood Studios because it was a lot less crowded. Walking through Toy Story area, there was a lot of open path. Walking through, I don't know what you call it, their Main Street kind of thing. There was lots of open path through there. I ended up taking the Skyliner, which I did wear my mask on the Skyliner because it is a mode of transportation, although I did see quite a few people not wearing masks on there, so I don't know what the rule is, but I wore mine anyway, and I'll tell you, the Skyliner was probably the scariest thing I've ever been on at Disney. Today it was like 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts, and that thing was swaying back and forth. I mean, I'm already in there by myself, so it's already tilted. Like if it's moving this way, I'm already kind of tilted like this because I'm the only person in there. And then on top of that, it was swaying like this in the wind. And I'll tell you, I mean, that was nerve-wracking. I'm so glad that thing didn't just stop moving because I would have freaked out even more than I did. Went to Lowe's, got the Allen wrench for my small rig so I can attach that better, and then headed over to Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom was tough today. So for those of you who don't know, one of my best friends, Jason Ryan, he actually passed away a little bit less than a year ago. It was July of last year, right before the parks had reopened, and he worked at Disney still. I worked with him at Magic Kingdom. We both worked in the attractions area in Tomorrowland at the time. This is back in 2008, but I'll tell you, him, myself, and our other buddy Nick were just inseparable. I mean, we were like the three amigos in Tomorrowland. Everybody knew us. Jay was a really good friend of mine. He touched so many people's hearts. But the last ride that he worked on was Jungle Cruise, and I had made a bunch of pins to give out to the cast members there, to kind of, just kind of give them a little something to remind them of Jay. And this is the pin. Just a picture I pulled off of his Facebook profile and made into some pins. And talked to the first cast member there. And to give you an idea of how much of an impact he made on everybody, this cast member had actually only worked there for 3 months. That was the first thing I asked him. I said, hey, how long have you worked here? And he said, I've only been on this attraction for 3 months. And even though he'd only been on there for 3 months, I asked him, I said, do you know if anybody worked with Skipper Jay? And he said, yeah, I'm sure that some people did. The coordinator probably did, and there's probably some other people. And he recommended I talk to the coordinators when I get off the ride. Apparently, even though this cast member had only been at Jungle Cruise for 3 months, he knew of Skipper Jay, and there's actually a photo of him apparently in the Oasis house, which I didn't know what that was until I just got on this ride this time. The cast member also told me there were 2 ribbons on display in one of the rooms in the queue, and I managed to grab a picture of those ribbons, and one of those ribbons is for Skipper Jay. So they already had some remembrance of him, which is really cool, because we weren't sure if Disney was going to be able to do anything, or if anybody was going to be able to do anything to be able to have some kind of remembrance of him permanently on that ride or a ride. So yeah, so I got off the ride, talked to one of the coordinators, to him I said, hey, you know, do you know if anybody here worked with Skipper Jay? And he said, yeah. And I was like, oh, did you work with him? And the coordinator said yes. And, you know, I chatted a little bit with him, explained, you know, how he was one of my best friends, and I told him I had the pins for him and anybody else who would like them, and I just handed him a whole bunch of them and said, hey, you know, go ahead and give these out to your fellow cast members. So yeah, so that was tough going on Jungle Cruise, but I'm glad I did it. It's my first time back in Magic Kingdom since Jay passed away, so that, not to make this a Debbie Downer video or anything, but it was a tough trip. Then after I went on Jungle Cruise, I ended up getting the orange Dole Whip with the Pop Rocks. It was a float version. That was really good. And then I also ended up getting the cheeseburger spring rolls, which I'm so happy I got to try. From what I've heard, the cart is not always open, especially on weekdays. And I've always seen other YouTubers like the Tim Tracker or some of the other ones always go and they've tried these spring rolls before. And I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to do that, because they were fantastic. And then I went over to Tomorrowland Road TTA, Tomorrowland Transit Authority. That was fun to get back on that ride. Walked quite a bit today, because I also walked around the Caribbean Beach Resort just a little bit when I got off the Skyliner, because it was so windy. So I ended up having to kill some time there and ended up walking around. So anyway, I got a lot of video to edit. I got an hour drive home. I was debating about stopping at the White Castle, because that is near Disney, but I'm tired and I think I'm going to skip on that. I should be eating healthier anyway. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. It was awesome being back at the parks again today. Next day is sometime in June, so I will keep you in the loop on that, and I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a good one.